Yo, yo, yo. Marky Mark's Tarot. Chestnut. Mm-hmm. Meow. What's up, Becca? How you doing, sweetheart? Hey, Marcia, how are you, sweetie? How you been? Oh shit. Oh man. You okay? That's good. Let me see. Come on, dang. Yes. All right. Cool. That's a wrap. Okay, cool. No problem. You got popcorn? Good. You do that. There's always a movie to watch in here. And if it ain't in here, it'll be later on. Hey, Northern Trail Dog, how you doing, bro? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right, no problem. Appreciate you coming by. I'll be around for a while. I just literally got on. So. Sure, sometimes. Okay, cool. No problem. Hey, Philomena, how you doing? Sometimes I can't. I love music a lot, but sometimes like songs just get stuck in my brain too much. It's like it's always in my mind. The beats all in my mind. I can't get it all in my mind sometimes. That's why me listening to music is dangerous. That's why I quit being a DJ. I get too distracted. Then I change the words in my mind. Then it doesn't come out good. Yay. Good. Well, that's good news. Yes. Shit's coming in. Hey, Speak My Truth, how you doing? All right, cool. Everything's looking good. I'm up and running. Good. Me, I'm doing good. I had a good night, a good day. I had a good day. I was off all day. I spoke to a friend of mine today about some stuff. Looking forward to the future. Making a lot of future plans. Life is good. I'm looking forward to the next couple months. I really am. You know, I see good things happening, not just to me, but for everybody, for a lot of people. I think that this year is going to be a year where everyone in the past 2 to 3 years that have been like dealing with bullshit, the redemption is coming. Judgment's coming. A lot of things coming. Cheeks clapping, asses clapping, Coca-Cola bottle shape, beautiful women everywhere. Yeah. Every day is going to be clapped. That's what's up. Shake that booty. All right, Marcia, thanks for the donation. I'll check that for you right now. All right, cool. They're probably trying to provoke you, you know what I mean? Let me tell you something. It's the full moon. It's the full moon in Cancer. It's the retrograde in Capricorn. Those are two signs that can be very manipulative, can be very annoying and emotional, and they can do a lot of crazy things. I know that maybe they're not those signs, but you know, when the energy is in those signs, it's no bueno. Those are the bad ones. The good ones are okay. Sometimes I gotta catch myself when I say things like that because people get sensitive. Oh, what do you mean? I'm a Cancer. I'm a Capricorn. Okay, see what I mean? Well, that's good, Marcia. I'm glad you are. You always have to stay ahead of your enemies. That's me every day. It's like my brother-in-law is trying to provoke me to do things to him. So, you know, the kids look at me bad, or my sister, or people on the outside look at me bad, right? So I let him provoke me. I let him talk all the shit he wants behind my back. People just come back and tell me because they know like what I'm about. And today I dropped my sister off at her job because she went to get her car serviced today. So when I pulled up at the job, they work at the same place, right? But they're separated right now. So when I came in, he shit himself. When I came in the car, he was standing up against the wall and he was talking to this guy. And the whole time he knew it was me and he knew it was my sister. Like he looked in and turned his head real quick. And on my way out, I called him a pussy and I left. And he didn't look at me at all. But I say shit to him, man, every chance I get. Like I look right at him and say, "You're a pussy," and he didn't even look at me. He heard me. I know he heard me because the guy looked that he was talking to. He must be like, "Who's that?" "That's my brother-in-law. He's gonna kick my ass one day. I know it's coming." But that's me. That's what I do. Like, you know, I'll say shit like that to him. I'll call him names when I see him, like, because I know you're running your mouth about me. Like, you know, like that's the type of person I am. I'll intimidate you. And I hope you dream of me kicking your ass every night and you can't sleep. That's the type of like things that I think of because people are so evil, so nasty that they would do anything to like provoke you, annoy you, or like do whatever to downgrade you or devalue you. Like people are so nasty in this world. It's amazing. And that's why liars have no proof. Yeah, but see, some people like to, it's nice to give them their own medicine back. That's cool. There's a lot of karma coming these people's way. Trust me when I tell you. Believe me when I say that. I know. I said it a while. I said it 3 years ago on this channel. And everybody's like, "Oh, Mark." And then look, COVID happened and everybody got fucked up. And now I feel it again. I feel a lot of karma coming to people who deserve it. All right, so I would say Art thinks that it's weird because he kind of thinks that something bad's gonna happen to him. He still has like his financial. He's lost a lot of financial finances, and he's trying to like get his himself back in action. He's making changes, but he's still trying to like change the way he is. He's trying to make transformations, but how he views you, like he can see that you have a lot of support around you. So that's what's like kind of like making him, annoyed because he knows people are happy when you are. Yeah, exactly. Like, he knows that you're happy and he knows you're content and he knows that you have support of the people that are at your job and your community and the people around you. But he's always like he's got like bad luck, like he's got bad investments. He's trying to make changes, like I said, but he's trying to clear away old things, but he's not making way for the new, and he's got a lot of fear. He's living in fear right now, and he knows he's disloyal. He knows he can't gain, but he thinks this is just like a short term thing, and he's trying to make. He has a lot of delays, and that's why like people know what he's about. He's trying to make money, is what he's trying to do, and he feels like you're like blocking him from making money, or you're like going against him, and it's making him feel like he's getting bad luck, and he fears what's going to happen in the future. Yeah, see, like shit like that. And Janine is like arguing with him a lot, and she also is trying to like take action with him, but she knows it's not going to happen. She knows that he's the type of person that appears to be something he's not. Like she's aware of him, but she also knows that you control the situation that you're in. Like she always watches you and wants to know what you're doing, but she knows that you're like you take control of your situation and you're a very confident woman, and whatever you do you have the energy to do it. It's like she wants to be like you. She probably envies you or thinks that I'm not as strong as Marcia, but I'm going to try and prove myself even though I know that I'm around Art and he's a fucking idiot. And it's a lot of she's like living this delusional life and like illusionary success like she has in her mind. It's like how they had like that mirage in the desert where you go up to you think it's water and it's not. Like she knows that he's not really a good man, but she just deals with him anyway. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's the thing. The eyes are watching him, and he's nothing he can really do. He thinks that he has bad luck, and he fears the worst. So when people have no shame, Marcia, a lot of people they don't have no shame, but see they're gonna go to the end until they get that what they want, and what they really want is to aggravate you until they go, till they leave, or till they vanish, or till they get in serious trouble. So a lot of people like to aggravate. People are going to aggravate us during this retrograde for the next 2 weeks. It's happened to me. It's happened to a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to watch people, things unfold and get calm, and then you're gonna feel like, yeah, good. I feel better now knowing that, even though we shouldn't be like that. But it gets to a boiling point these days where like this it's about time you got yours. Hey Virgo, how you doing, sweetie? I'm doing good. She needs to mind her business, stop worrying about what I'm doing. She's competing with me. Yeah, exactly. I think that she knows that she can't compete with you, but she's going to try anyway because she has no shame. You see, that's the whole thing about this. There's no shame between these two. Philomena, thanks for the double donation. I appreciate it. You can ask your first question when you're ready. But that's the thing. Like, I'm glad you're doing good, Virgo. Yeah, exactly. So, and that's why they're getting mad, because they see that the more they do, the stronger you get, or the more you ignore them. It's like, your silence to them is golden, and they can't handle that. They're trying to get underneath your skin, and they're gonna keep trying. They're trying to break it down. They're trying to break, the vibe down. Same to you, sweetheart. You know how it goes. The retrograde makes people crazy. People are crazy, and people do a lot of stupid shit. So we're all gonna get tested in these next few days. It's a part of life. It's gonna happen. And just keep your eyes and ears open, and just know that people have no shame. They don't care. They just want to be bad. And we have to look at those people and say, you know what? No answer is an answer. Ignoring ignorance is the right way. Don't get yourself sucked into their vampire energy, and don't get yourself like pulled into mind games or things like that. And that's the whole thing here. We all have to remember that this is what people do. People are gonna constantly come at us until we crack, until we like explode, and then see that part, they're crazy. I told you they're crazy. That's what they want. They want us to flip to our bad side and make ourselves look bad. And then they're gonna make people think, you know what? Yeah, they're right. Mark is really crazy, or Marcia, you're crazy, or whoever. You know. Yeah, exactly. But you know what? Just keep watching, keep seeing it all unfold. Marcia, at the end of the day, I always told you you'll get the last laugh at the end of the day, because you're a good person, and good people will prevail eventually. Yeah, exactly. All right, Philomena, you said, what are Edwin's feelings for you? All right. You're welcome, sweetheart, and thank you. And you'll be fine. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just let them be the idiots that they are. Philomena, I would say today his energy and feelings towards you is like up and down. He's kind of thinking that you don't want nothing to do with him. This is like the other day when I read this situation. Like he thinks that you think he's gonna double deal you again, or he's gonna be temperamental, or he's gonna be dishonest, and then that's what he thinks about. That's how he thinks you perceive him still. And she, I mean, you probably think that that's what you think about him. You're not sure about how he's going to feel, but he also feels that you think that this is a waste of time, or maybe you're thinking that there's no ideas, there's no nothing, there's like and then on the other hand, he thinks, you know what, I'm going to show her that that I have an interest in her. I'm going to overcome what I went through before, and I'm going to have like I'm not going to show her the bad love that I showed her before, or my ways that I did before. So I feel like he's going to reverse the way he used to be and be better. And he also thinks that you have your guard up, like you're holding yourself back from like going in right away with him and doing things with him. So his feelings is still up in the air about you, because he thinks that you still think he's that same person. So as time goes on, like I told you, there is not going to be no change, because there's no development and you seeing him right away. You got to be like in his energy in order for things to actually be a feeling. You know, these are more thoughts than feelings, because if you're not with him in a room or together, then there is not going to be no concrete feelings. And what he feels right now is the fear of, okay, Virgo, no problem, sweetie. The fear of, am I going to make this right? Is she going to give me a chance? That's the feelings. Is what is Philomena going to do? Is she going to give me a chance or not? Or is she going to think that I'm going to make things worse again? But he's trying to make things better. So like I said, just give him a chance to try and, prove himself. If you prove, actions speak louder than words. So the more action he makes, the better it will be. But right now, he's kind of still thinking that you don't trust him. It was funny. Oh, right. Yeah, Marcia, that's how it goes, you know? That's how it goes. You just, everything. I wasn't even going to come on tonight because it's already late and I was watching the game with my nephews and my sister. So, you know, I said, I'll come on for a bit to see everybody. Yeah, I think he knows that you don't trust him. So he's like, you know, I don't know if she's going to give me a chance. I don't know if she's even going to let me take her out. You know, he's kind of like, his feelings are contemplation. He doesn't know whether or not you're going to actually give him the time of day. I'm happy I did too, Marcia. I love being on here and talking to everybody and helping everybody. It makes me happy at the end of the day. It makes me go to bed knowing that I actually help more people and, you know, help me help you. Like that saying says, let me help you. Oh, hey, Paige, how you doing? Yeah, they were in here talking about BBC and all this shit for like 5 minutes and then they left. I don't know if they're here still, but I think they left. Sure, Marcia, whatever you want, sweetheart. Philomena, you can go ahead and ask your second question. But Philomena, Edwin's going to hold back for a bit. I see it getting better, but it's just a matter of you like just giving him the opportunity. I think if you give him an opportunity, he'll probably show you, you know, little by little. But I still think he lives in fear, knowing that you know who he is and how he is. Yeah, Becca's been in a mood lately. She posted up a video of me doing an impression of her. I mean, if I can make her laugh, then that's all she needs. Because at the end of the day, we have to laugh at, you know, people who diss us and what we went through. You know, she took that shit last week very hard, which I don't blame her. You know, some people are more sensitive than others. And, you know, I just want to cheer her up, make her laugh, and make her understand that this is the way it is on here. You can't run away from it. You know, out of all the nice people you have, there's always going to be that one crazy person that talks shit, and you're going to actually listen to him. And you're going to be like, you know, I'm going to listen to this one stupid person that's going to, you know, say stupid shit about me. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was telling Marcia earlier, that, you know, we all have to like chill out and not feed into the negativity, because then it's going to make us mad. Yeah, I could have done her voice a little better, but I still have like, you know, allergy in a nose. Like my nose is still stuffy. But when I get better for 100%, I'm going to do her voice even better than that. I'm trying to get her laugh down. Is Edwin talking to anyone? Okay, when you ask a question like that, Philomena, it's going to be yes, because he can talk to anyone. So if you want to know, is he talking to any other women? That's what I know you want to know, right? Is he talking to any other women? Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get it done. Once I get better, 100%, I'll be able to do my voice properly, because my voice will be on point. Okay, so you want to know if he's talking to any other women besides you, or seeing any other women besides you? All right. Just wanted to clear that up. I know what you meant, but. No, he's not. He's not doing that. And the reason why he's not doing that is because people know what he's about. Like the other women that have known him, if there is any, they know what he's about. And they know that he's somebody who, you know, lies, double deals, very temperamental. He shifts the way he thinks and acts. But I honestly, I just feel like he's trying to overcome everything and trying to get better. But he's going through. Okay, Marcia, thanks. He's going through I think people on the outside are telling him about himself. Philomena, I think that Edwin's getting told off by the people on the outside and saying, "Hey, if you want to be with somebody, you can't act like that, bro. You got to do this, you got to do that." I think like the men in his life or people close to him are saying, "Look, if you really want to get with somebody, you can't do the things you do. Just be honest and just do this because that's how the cycle you're going through is not the cycle you should be going through. Just be honest, tell the truth, and just do, because if not, you're gonna fail again, and that's why you have bad luck, because you do a lot of dumb shit." So I think that the outside influences that's telling him this, it's starting to get to his head, and he's starting to realize that it's not about being with multiple women or anybody else. Focus on one woman you want. Whoever gives you a chance, take the chance and do something good with it. So to answer your question, there is nobody else. I don't see any woman here. Nobody. Even on the bottom, there's nothing here. I think that he's focused on his men friends and his trying to get his job, or he's trying to do it whatever. And he has a new interest in matters. Like he wants to make his life better. He really does. He wants to reverse the way he is. He wants credibility. He doesn't want people to think that he's a compulsive liar, and he doesn't want people to think that he's a bad person. But he's waiting, he's trying, and there is no other woman here. Nothing. I don't see any woman at all. I just see that himself is expecting bad karma, bad fate. He doesn't have no faith in himself right now, and I think that if someone like you who is entertaining him and giving him a chance, that's making him feel like he actually has. That's my dog, by the way. Look, she's dreaming and smacking her tail against the thing. She's dreaming right now, and she's smacking her tail. She's eating treats and running around by the pool. That's her dream. Okay, she stopped now. But yeah, Edwin is getting told off. Yeah, probably. He's getting told off by his friends, and I think he's arguing with people about his life. And people are telling him, "Hey, Edwin, look, if you really want Philomena or anybody, you got to be honest, bro. You can't act like this. You can't do this dumb shit if you want somebody decent." And I think that he's trying to reverse the way he thinks and reverse the way he is. So that's why I don't see no other women around him at all. There's nothing here, no women. But when I ask about you, it's positive. So it looks like because you're giving him the time of day, continue not to trust him and continue to make him put in the action instead of words, is my suggestion to you. Most men do need reality checks. Yes, I agree with you, even though I'm a man that also says the reverse about women. I'm the type of guy, I'm loyal, trustful, honest. I'm blunt. I say whatever. And some women don't like that. They're like, "Oh yeah, this guy's way too confident. He's way too above the rest. He's an alpha male. He's not a beta. I ain't gonna tell this guy what to do, and he ain't gonna give me no money to buy Louis Vuitton purses if I give him coochie. So I don't want this guy. I want a weak ass. So that's why I really a lot of women will look at me and say, this guy's a no-go. I need to run his life with my coochie, but you won't." And that's how it is. That's what men want to do to women and women want to do to men. It's sad. Seems like nobody wants a real relationship in this world. They want drama. All right, Marcia, you said, what was this? All right, cool. I'll check that, Marcia. But that's the thing, it can go both ways. I know that I have majority women in here, and I know a lot of women in here go through men doing dumb shit. But as a man, as a loyal and faithful and decent man, I've had a lot of like nasty women in my life who tried to do a lot of shit to me, but obviously I'm smart enough and I won't allow them to do that. But it works both ways. There's bad and good in everything and everyone. It's life. That's why I'd rather be single than be with somebody who is going to like be a control freak or run my life or try to run my life with their coochie. That ain't gonna happen. Been there, done that, never do it again. And I never go back to somebody who I'm been with already. That definitely ain't happening. I don't go back to nobody. This is no pun intended to anybody. You do what you want. Some people go back to somebody and they're perfectly fine. They want a second chance and they get one and then things end up being great. But it's not always like that. So to me, my experience is telling me never to go back, because when I do go back, it never happens. It never like gets better. It just gets worse. And then I end up, slapping myself in the face and saying, "You idiot, you should have never done that." Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. But a lot of women will try to control a man with sex, or they might rock their world because they never been with somebody like that. And people use sex to control. People use money to control. I don't have to sit here and tell you what people do, because we all been in situations like that. But I understand, because I have majority women in here and they're gonna bash men and say things about men. But I can also say a lot of things about bad women. And I know a lot of great women out here that are looking for a good guy, but they can't find one because most men are idiots and they don't even know what they have until they lost it. Yeah, exactly. I'm that way too. I'm not really like, a sex fiend, and like I don't have to have it every day or every minute or every second. I'm not gonna beg you for it. I'm not gonna like want it every day. It's more to life than sex. But if I'm with somebody that's hungry for it majority of the time, then hey, I'm fine with that too. I'll give it to you whenever you want. You just gotta I always used to say back in the day, I have D on demand. Just let me know when you want it. But I'm not really, I joke about shit like that, but I would do it if I have to, or if I feel like to. But if you love somebody that much, you're gonna do it a lot anyway. It becomes a part of your life. It becomes a routine. But some people are like, whatever. Like some people are like, I don't really need it every day, Mark. It's okay, bro. You can keep it in your pants for tonight. I want it like 2 days, or every 2 days, or every 3 days, or every once a week. It's fine with me too. If you said, look, Mark, I just want to have sex once a week on the weekend, and I'm satisfied with that, I wouldn't be mad. I would not be mad at all. As long as I love you and I trust you and you love me and trust me, that shit don't make no difference to me. I can have sex once a week. It would not make no difference whatsoever. But if you want it every day or every other day, we can do whatever you like. It doesn't matter to me. As long as we love each other and, you're happy, I'm happy, and we're good. It's not a big deal to me. If you want it every night, then I'll give it to you every night. It's not a problem. That's never going to be a problem. If you say to me, babe, I want it again tonight, even twice a day, I don't care. It doesn't make a difference to me. If I love you that much, I'll give it to you every night. It's not a problem. I'll never say no. Hell no. I would never say, not tonight, babe. And then like, no. I'll be like, you really do? You serious? Okay, well, yeah. Sure. We can do it right now. Right now? Okay, right now. I'm different. Like, I'll do whatever. Like, it doesn't make no difference to me. But like some women, they're like, oh, I don't want it every night, every week. And that's cool too. Like sex is not going to run my relationship. Never. Sex will never run my relationship. Never, ever. You will never use sex to manipulate me. It ain't happening. And I won't do it either. Well, you know, if you're dealing with BBC, it's going to put you to sleep. But if you deal with BPC, then you're probably going to be like out for 12 hours, which is cool. While you're sleeping, I'll just go make coffee and breakfast. All right, let's check your question. Back. I mean, not back. See, look, back is talking shit, nigga. I'm talking about her. Let's see. I already know what your answer is. The old day. All right, Marcia, let's check. I know, of course. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. If you like BBC, that's all good. I ain't got nothing against what people like. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Marcia. A lot of people have been, but they never let that get in the way of their relationships, because sex is something that can be changed, and like if you've been I mean, you say you've been sexually abused as a child. I know a lot of people that have, and when they get into a relationship and they love someone so much, and the sex becomes a good and great part of their relationship, and it's actually true and honest, and sex becomes the reverse of what they used to know or what made them feel bad about it, you know, that it becomes a different thing. You know, it becomes like, okay, yeah, in my past it was bad, but now I feel a lot better, especially if you have kids, because like then you look at the sex you had with that person to make that kid a blessing. So like, you know, I understand where you're coming from, and I know a lot of people that's been in the same situation, but they always say, you know, afterwards, you know, it became better for them. So, and that's the thing, like, you know, sex is something that's very overrated in my eyes, because like, honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like back in the day when I was a DJ, all women wanted was to have sex with me because I was the popular DJ. They didn't want to have sex with me because they loved me, or I was cute, or I had a nice, you know, outfit on, or I was the man of the hour. They wanted to fuck the DJ. Okay, that's all they really wanted. And that's how I looked at myself, as like, you know, a piece of dick for somebody, and I didn't like that. So I as I grew up, you know, as a DJ, I didn't like the way I was. You know, I didn't like that, because I always had an opportunity to be with somebody decent, but the hoods always made me look like, you know, oh, that's my meat right there. I'm gonna get me some Portuguese sausage tonight. The DJ is my man. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get drunk and go flirt with him and see if I can smack my coochie all over. So he said that was my life growing up. So that's fucking irritating to me. You see what I'm saying? So like the women try to use me and get me and make me look bad. So I always looked at sex as, you know, how am I supposed to have sex with someone I really love? If these women are just throwing their coochies at me. This is just ridiculous. Like I didn't, and people thought that I was banging every person that came to me, and it got even more. Rumors just went around of me like, oh yeah, DJ Mar, he's damn hoe. He's screwed half of Bermuda. So I'm like, oh great, what a wonderful world I just started for myself. So yeah, I know what it's like. I know what it is to be like a person that's being looked at as a sex object, unfortunately. But hey, it is life. And now that I'm older and out of the game, it's so much better. Life is great. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I'm sorry you went, you know, you dealt with that, Marcia, but there's a lot of people who have woken up in the last few years, but it takes a really strong woman to leave a man that beats him, controls him, manipulates them and holds them down. I admire every woman that's left a toxic situation. I admire every man who's done the same. And that's what I'm watching my sister go through now. I admire her for finally, sticking up for herself and saying, fuck this guy. I'm not going to be controlled anymore. I'm done. Fuck this shit. And he's still trying to like manipulate her to think that he loves her. Mofo, if you love somebody, you don't treat them like shit. Because that's what love is, moron. Yeah, exactly, Virgo. It's like but I don't look at women bad though. I don't look at women in a bad way because there's good and bad in everything. There's good and bad in everything. There's good women, bad women. There's, good men, bad men. But unfortunately, the perception that people put out there of each other is bad. Hey, Miss Virgo, how you doing? It's nice to see you too, sweetheart. Happy New Year. Yeah, exactly. But you know what? It's our fault for allowing these people to do it to us in a way. In a way it is, because we could have got out when we did, but we didn't. I know love is deaf and blind sometimes, and we're all victims of love that went wrong, but it is our fault just as much as it's theirs. But yeah, that's we could talk about that. Thank you, sweetheart. Happy New Year. Yeah, I do too. I always forgive myself for dealing with them. That's how I am. This person, Samantha, that you're talking about, Marcia, she does trust you. I think that she thinks you're very understanding and friendly and loving, and she knows that you're dealing with this, and she feels like, she doesn't want to be like a conflict of interest, if you know what I mean. But she's also like, she knows, hostile situations, and she thinks that people have difficulty in understanding others, and she thinks that you should be alone and away from all this stuff. And she knows that Arthur is gonna like keep, putting in the action, keep going in without fear, like I told you earlier. Like, she knows the deal. She knows that these people are, doing what they're doing. And she does trust you. And I feel like she understands you because she knows that she can tell from the way you are, but she doesn't want you. Yeah, I think she does. Yeah. And the thing is she doesn't want you to like, show your temper or feel embarrassed or like feel like there's an obstacle. She doesn't want you to feel hindered by this whole situation. So I think that she knows that you're a good person because you show up here in the reading at the end. But she knows like that people can't work with each other. They can't, be around each other because certain people just can't. And that's what she sees in the situation with you. She understands that you can't work with Janine because you know that she's not that type of person. She's full of conflict, full of hostility, and there's like a disunion between her and Arthur. So that way, I feel like she knows the situation, and she knows and feels like the way you express yourself, it's meaningful. And she knows that you have sincere interest in people, and she knows that you're an understanding person, and she knows the practicality of it all pretty much. And it's not about her taking sides. It's just that she's checking the energy. She knows energy. So if she's in human resources, she knows how humans are. We all do. We all can tell a snake from a bird. We can all tell a bad person from a good person. Sometimes we get blindsided because, we don't take the right, we don't, have the right frame of mind, or we just don't see the red flag, or we see it and we don't take it. So to answer your question, I think this woman, Samantha, thinks that, everything is good here. We're on your side. And she feels like, that you're the more understanding person. You're the more meaningful person out of the whole thing. So she knows what's going on. Because they do their research. They know how people are. They check records. They do all those things. And people, you'd be surprised what people know, man, because people are like that. People know people, and there's so much the you can find out so much about someone more than you can ever think in these days. In these times, all you gotta do is put somebody's name in and they show the hell up. So it's just that thing. The thing is, so I'm gonna read your question again to myself here. Yeah. So she does believe you and she is siding with you. Um, but the thing is she's already seen things like this before. So she knows that, you're a person that just by talking to you, she knows you mean well. You expressed yourself perfectly. She understands you and she thinks that you should be, I'm sure if she told you should be alone, don't deal with them, don't talk to them, don't, just do what you got to do. But I think Arthur is like the person who still doesn't fear anything. He's still going to be an ass. He's still going to do what he wants for the time being. I think Janine's kind of like in her little shell. I think she's going to be a turtle and poke her head inside her shell and not come out. So that's going to be the situation. But I think that, I always tell you the odds are in your favor. Hey, Ms. Virgo, thanks for the donation. You can ask your question when you're ready. Oh yeah, she does. Arthur, not so much, but he still fears, but he's not showing it. But I think Janine is the one who's really like knowing that, because I don't think she can trust Arthur or anyone at this time, because I think Arthur would throw her under the bus if he had to. Yeah, exactly, and that's what happens when you're with somebody who's a narcissist and you're with somebody who is not good for you. You end up looking like them and feeling like them. I see it every day. I see it every day, sweetheart. Trust me. And you're older than me. You know what life is like. You've been through it, and that's how people are. Yeah. We're all old enough in this room to understand what life is and how people are. The best thing that I've done in the past 5 years is get away from all my friends, and I just distance myself from everyone, even my good friends. And not too many people come my way. Not too many people call me. This Christmas, none of my friends called me to say, "Hey, Mark, Merry Christmas, bro. Hope you have a good one." But guess what? All my online friends did. But my friends here, hardly anybody said anything. If I have to see them face to face. So I just proved to myself that I really didn't have friends. I had leeches. You know what leeches are, right? I rest my case. I've known people on here for like 4 to 5 years. Some of them send me gifts. I send them gifts. We say Merry Christmas. We say Happy New Year. We say Happy Birthday. We exchange gifts. We exchange pleasantries. And we're good friends. And we don't have to see each other in physical world. It's an online, friendship and mutualness, client, friends, whatever. But people here physically, my old friends here, they don't give a fuck about me. But I had to do it. I had to really physically disconnect myself to see who really is my friend and who really isn't, and who just calls when they need something. So that's why I've turned to my nephews, my sister, my family, my mom, my dad, and everybody online that I love and care about. So my friends here are like, fuck Mark, you don't call me, I'm not calling him, and that's it. That's when you don't really have, true friends. You have true haters. And it's sad because ever since I went on my own and started my business, that's when it all went downhill. That's when all my friends got jealous of me. And it's sad because they should be happy for me, like I was happy for them. But unfortunately, not everybody's the same. And guess what? I don't really care. I'm happy. So cheers to happiness. So if you're in the same boat as me, don't worry. It's the way life is. You did the right thing. Exactly. I can only count my true friends on one hand, and that's all that matters. It's a good thing. It really is. The less friends you have, the better your life will be. The more friends you have, the more you got to watch your back. Oh, yeah. There's a saying that says God took people out of your life because he heard and saw what you didn't. And that's absolutely true. And I thank him every day. Ms. Virgo, you can ask your question when you're ready, if you're here. You know what? I've made really, really good friends online, especially in this room. Over the past 3 years, going on 4 years, I'm almost been on here. September will be 4 years. And but I've been on my own channel for almost 4 years, but I've been online and made friends on YouTube and other channels for the past maybe 6 years. But I've made a lot of good friends, man, a lot of good people in my life that I met all over the world. And that's what my mind was blocking me, that saying like, maybe I should just have physical friends instead of online friends. But my online friends are the best. They treat me with more respect. And I get along with everyone. Well, mostly everyone. Yeah, exactly. Me too, Marcia. And that's why we're all going to prevail. The good people are all going to prevail. If you're coming in here, your life is going to be good because you know me and I know you. And we'll rub our loving kindness selves on each other in a good way. Okay. All right, Ms. Virgo. You said, should I continue with my wholesaling business? I'm always getting the caution card or timing rate card, not sure why. All right, sweetheart, let's check. I'm glad you got the wholesaling business. I see you stepping up. That's good. All right. All right. You know, Ms. Virgo, it's telling me that it's saying not really. It's saying if you do, it's telling me two things. You're welcome, Marcia. Ms. Virgo, it's telling me this. It's telling me if you do continue, you got to do something new. You got to make something new happen in order for the business to succeed. You can't be like stuck at where it is now. There's got to be some new products or new things, getting new stuff in order for people to be more interested in coming to you. So that's telling me one thing, or reverse the way you do stuff, you know? And it's also telling me that right now it's like a broken sequence. It's nothing really happening for you because like it's not really it's not in sequence. It's not really happening. It could be some outside influence is always affecting it. And it's telling you also to wait and maybe do it again some other time or hold on to it and just like wait and see what happens in the future. It's also saying that you might feel like, you might feel like you failed, or you might feel embarrassed that it's not going anywhere. And this is playing mind games in your head. Or you might say, I'm going through all these obstacles and I don't know if this is right because nothing's happening for me right now. It's not going the way I want it to go. So I think half of it is your mind telling you, no, it's not happening and I don't want to do it. And the other thing, I think it's just maybe you have to do things in a new way in order to make it more appealing, or do something new that makes things more interesting. So I think it's a little bit of a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So as far as continuing with it, if you can put it on hold and do something else, then I would say yeah. But in the next 3 months, it's going to be very difficult for it to like keep popping off or getting better. Yeah. I'm getting even like 6 months time from now, it's still not going to be that great. So to answer your question, should I continue with my wholesaling business? I would say the only way it can work is if there's new things. You put new stuff into it, new ideas. Make it more like appealing to yourself and others. But if you don't continue, then obviously there's something else. Real estate, yeah. If you want that. I know you always said you're into real estate. But I don't know, it's just it's not telling me anything good, to be honest. And that's why you're getting the caution card, timing, wait card. That's why it's telling me that it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But like I always say to everyone, and I'll say to you, and what I always see, that it depends on new. Everybody wants new things. We all want new things, right? New everything. You came across the opportunity to do something online, and I was going to focus on that and then go back to wholesaling. Yeah, I would say that'll be good. If you want me to check the opportunity to do something online and see how that's going to pan out, I'll check it for you if you want. The same thing with the opportunity to do something online. It'll be good, but it also depends on your willingness to make the effort to make it happen. And I also feel like you might doubt it, or you might be suspicious on how it's going to be or who you're going to do it with. But this is just like the wholesaling business. It's the same thing. I feel like you got to clear away your thoughts and always do something new. I'm getting a newness here. I don't know if this is making any sense to you, sweetheart, but it's like you have to make the transformation. You have to make like the abrupt change to make things happen. Like if you're waiting for something to fall in your lap, it's not going to happen. Like you got to physically like make things happen. You got to put in a lot of effort. You got to make the necessary effort to make it happen. And don't be preoccupied with what the outcome is. Like the only way you're going to make anything happen out of any of these opportunities is to like not be timid and take the plunge, like go for it. And you got to make sure it looks new. It feels new. It's going to be new to other people. You got to get the newest things, the newest way. It's 2023, so find a 2023 way to make these things happen. Yeah. So it's like whatever you do, it doesn't matter if you do this opportunity online, your wholesaling business, the real estate, it doesn't matter. Something has to be new here. You have to you can't be preoccupied either. It's like, stop thinking about, what if, what could, and what should, and what is going to happen, and actually make things happen the way you really vision it. It's like getting what you really want. But it has to be in a new way. I keep getting newness. So it's only going to look good if you actually make it happen. Absolutely, Virgo. I agree. Follow your intuition. The positive vibes can be there if you allow it to be positive. And that's the thing. Don't let your mind get in the way of your heart's desires. And I've been telling people that a lot lately. I think our minds are telling us one thing and our heart wants another. You know, I know you can do it. I know you're a go-getter. I know you about that life, but you just gotta make it happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it. I think all of us, including me, are fed up of always having to change to make things better. But you know what? When we do change or we do make things better, we actually say, you know what? I'm actually okay now. It's actually working, or it's actually in my favor now, finally. You know, what better feeling than to actually do something and it works because you made the effort? So I think that our minds are playing games on us every day. We don't want to fail. We don't want to make things worse for ourselves. I just think that if we actually, we're only here so long in the world. What can possibly go wrong? What can possibly happen if we don't try? You never know till you try, right? And this is me putting motivation into you because I know you and I want things to be like, I want the best for all of us. And I know that you do too, like, Yeah, I think that is, but it's not just you, sweetheart. It's all of us. It's even me. I'm the same way. I'm an Aquarius, so I think all day, every day. I think and even in my damn sleep. So I'm always thinking of a better way. When I started this live today, the first thing I said was I'm really looking forward to the future. And everybody should be. Because we're only here, the time's ticking. Every day that goes by is a day closer we get to death, is a day closer we get to our goals, is a day closer we get to the next step in our life. It's a day closer that we have to make sure the next day is better. So that's my advice to you and to everyone, is to do everything possible to make yourself happy. And why not start now? You know? Hey Nina, how are you, sweetheart? How you been? Hi Cindy. How are you? Happy New Year. Yeah, exactly. But you know what, Virgo? We're always gonna get, out of the people that look at our lives or come in our lives, or anything like that. Whatever we do, we're gonna get criticized, we're gonna get liked, we're gonna get loved, we're gonna get critiqued. It's a part of life. We have to tell our minds, you know what, I'm gonna focus on all the positive that I've put into everything that I do. The negative can sit in a box and I'm not going to open it up. I'll let people sit in that negative box where it is, to hell with them. It's very hard, but you have to manipulate your own mind to understand that you're doing what's best for you. You're doing what you love. So if you love to do something, do it. And don't worry about how people critique you or talk shit about you. It don't make sense. And I know it's very hard because a lot of people can't take criticism and they can't take, backlash. They want to just like lash out. But if we like understand that we're doing it for us and we're doing it for me, we're doing it for our benefit of whatever, your child, your life, your family. At the end of the day, you got to understand one thing. We're only here so long, so we might as well make the best of the time. Because, everybody says, oh, I got a bucket list and I'll get to it. I don't have no bucket list. I'm going to do everything I want now. There is no bucket list. There is no list. I'm looking forward to every day that goes by. What am I going to do today? How am I going to make my life better? How am I going to be happier? Okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And I get off my ass and do it. And I've been saying this for the past 5 years of my life. It took me a long time to understand that that's what I should be doing. But, we all go through a transformation, a transition. We all go through obstacles, but we have to make the best of every day that goes by. And I keep saying it, and I'll keep saying it to the day I die. Every day that goes by should be another day that you think about what you're about to get yourself into What you're getting is what your future holds. Yeah, you can be your own, you can be your own tour guide. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. This month I want to accomplish that, and actually like make it happen. Don't just sit on your ass and wait for it to happen. Go and make that shit happen. And don't worry about what people say. You can't. Well, when people say things to you, just listen to it, hear it, and be like, yep, whatever. Still going to do what I want to do. I don't care what you say. And if I wasn't like that, I would never be in the position I'm in now. The biggest problem in this world is we listen to everybody else but ourselves. That's what I believe. A lot of us are like that, even myself. Yeah, Nina, I think about it too. And I always want to make everybody's life around me better by making them laugh, sharing stories. We all can share stories in here of life about what our lives are. You never know what somebody's going through. Everybody in this room could probably tell me a fucked up story, a good story, a wonderful story, a positive story, a bad story. What they did as a kid, what they're doing right now in their lives, what they've been through. Everybody will have a horror story, and everybody has a great story. Everybody has positive and negatives. We're all the same. We're human beings. But we have to do things differently in order for us to be happy. We can't stay in that circle of, being in a negative mindset. We have to be as positive as we possibly can for ourselves. If not, we'll drive ourselves crazy. Worry breeds worry. So try not to worry. Life's too short to be worried about what anybody thinks or how you perceive yourself too. Don't do that. We have to keep going. If I can do it, you all can do it. I have faith in each and every one of you. It's a new year. We can make things happen. We just got to get off our ass and do it. It's that simple. All right. If anybody wants a general message of the day, let me know. I'll pull you some cards from my Marky Mark's Tarot deck Part 2 here. Okay, Cindy. Oh, look who's here. Jessica Boo. Hello. She just says, I'll take one, Marky Boo. Where's my hello, Boo? I see you just in the background lacking. Okay, I see. All right. Okay. Okay, Virgo, no problem. All right, Jessica, let's see what we got for you. Okay, that's better. Now I'll give you a message. All right, Jessica, tell them how you feel. Stay positive so positive things happen to you. Okay. Treat yourself to a manicure and pedicure. Looks like I'll be paying for your pedicure and manicure. I mean, your manicure. Hear me? Treat yourself to a manicure or a pedicure. Looks like I'll be paying for it. Like, just send me the damn bill. Get your hair did. Get your nails done. Your toes done. Even like on your toes, my marquee is 5 letters. So when you get your nails done and your toes done, just put MARKY. It's all good. If I'm paying for it, you gotta do it the way I want it, okay? She says, "Boy, don't tempt me." See, there you go. I'll pay for it. It's cool. I'll pay for your manicure and pedicure. As long as you put Marky on it. You be walking around like, damn, this woman loves this guy. Marky? Dang. There you go. Just stay positive, and positive things will happen to you. See, there you go. All right, Virgo, you're next. Let's see what we got for you. All right. All right, Virgo, your card is someone's intentions may not be as real as you think. Don't believe everything you hear. And don't give stupid people your energy. That sounds about how you think. Cindy, would you like a message? Nina, you want one? If anybody's here, if you guys want a message, let me know. Okay, Cindy. All right. Okay, Cindy, don't make plans, because if you plan, God will laugh at it, and make sure you don't get yourself in the wrong plans, okay? Laugh at your haters and give them more to hate on. That's my favorite card. And don't worry, karma will get them. And you can also get a pedicure and manicure too, okay? If you want. So it looks like you have a plan, but God's laughing. He might not be laughing at your plan, but he might be laughing at someone's plan against you. That's why you got to laugh at your haters and give them more to hate on. And don't worry, karma will get them. So those cards came out in a sequence there, So that's my favorite card. Laugh at your haters and give them more to hate on. Amen. That's good. I'm glad it's spot on. See, Spirit's got your back. Spirit said, Mark, give her these cards. Look, that's what she needs to hear. And we were just, you're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Somebody's got to, Jessica. Come on now. I got to do something for the community. I got to make sure all the ladies looking good with their manicures and pedicures, I've never gotten a manicure or a pedicure. But see, my hands are good, see, I don't really need, I cut my own nails. I groom myself, I give myself a manicure and pedicure. I'm all right. I don't really work construction no more. So like when I used to work construction, I was kind of filthy. I had nasty nails and nasty toes, but now I'm all right now. See, I don't do all that crazy work no more. So I'm back to like, being okay. You need a massage? Well, they call me Magic Fingers. So whenever you're ready, I'll be at your service. No charge necessary, and I bring my own oil and everything else. Full body massage, not a problem, with a happy ending. Okay, not a problem at all. Hey, we gotta laugh and have fun. Why not? Oh shit. Oh shit is right. That's what they say after I'm finished. Oh shit. Shit's about to hit the fan. Cindy, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. You're welcome. You can ask me a question if you want. Yes, love me long time. That sounds good. I'll say whatever you want. I'll say whatever you want, Jessica. Love me long time. Yeah, sure. I can give you like a general on your career, like for the next 30 days if you like, Cindy. Absolutely. Honestly, Jessica, I've had everybody screaming today. I'm in a mood today to like laugh, have fun. I'm usually like this every day, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I've learned to turn off the madness and be happy every day. You know, it's been I don't know, I feel like a different person. I feel like I'm not gonna allow anybody to get into my mind and into my heart. And I'm just gonna like, you know, be happy as fuck. Oh, nice. I'll be there. Freaky Fridays. If you guys want to get freaky sex messages and you're feeling freaky tomorrow, go see Becca B's Tarot channel. Her and Jessica, you know, they like talking about old sexual things. But it's not for, you know, anybody who has it's for anybody who has a strong stomach because it can get really, you know, freaky. So if you're not into crazy sex, don't go in there. But if you like all that type of sex talk and you can handle it, and you got a good stomach, and you know. Hey, Davik, how you doing, bro? I used to do all the sex readings and stuff at one point, but some people kind of, you know, was like, you know, this is not for me. I'm too prim and proper. But you know, for all the freaks, they come out at night. So you're more than welcome to join Becca and Jess. I'll be there in the background. You know, sex is a part of life. We're all human beings. Yeah, so go join Becca B's Tarot. You know, I'll be there. Yes. All right, Cindy, let's see what your career is going to be like in the next 30 days. All right, let's see. Okay, Cindy, you show up here right in the center of the reading. I feel you are controlling the situations that you're in. I feel like career is giving you strength, courage. I think that you have enough energy and you're very determined to make your career full of action and full of accomplishment, and that's going to happen. I just feel like there's people maybe that you work with that cause conflict, distraction. They might flatter you one day and be over dependent on you the next, but you suspect that these people are people of hostile ways, or they don't have the ability to work with you, or they just don't understand you. My advice is to, you know, distance yourself from the people that you work with or work around. If you can. I know it's hard to do that sometimes, especially if you're working with people, you have to talk to them. But I always tell people, and I just told my sister the same thing, that if you work in a place where you work with people you don't like, you're not there to like them. You're there to work with them. And you only have to work with them a certain amount of hours a day and a certain amount of days a week. When you go home, you no longer have to deal with them. And that's where your home is, where your heart is, right? So keep remembering that even if you go work, there's always going to be someone there that you're not going to like. And there's always going to be some people that you do like. and you do trust. So you be around those people more often, or you stay just by yourself. Because if you have difficulty understanding others around you, then that means that you should be um, more courageous, have more strength and more energy to put into yourself, into your own career, and have the confidence to conquer your job in the best way you can, and avoid the temporary distractions and the people that are depending on you for only certain things or just for your career. So try to, if you can't work with others, or you don't feel like understanding these people around you, and there's no union, and there's conflict, and there's suspicion, and seduction or whatever, um, just make sure that you stay that way. Ah, okay. Yeah, exactly. You love my coworkers, but in a way older than everyone. Just frustrated, I guess. Okay, so maybe maybe this is telling me that you're the person that everybody goes to. And sometimes it frustrates you because you're like everybody's go-to person. You're like, everybody's like mom job, the job mom, I mean mom job. The mom, the everybody's like, go-to person, and you're tired of hearing of everybody's frustrations and everybody's conflicts and everybody's life, because they need you because you're the more experienced person. So now that makes more sense. Um, and the thing is here is there also might be gossip, and the reluctance of trying to help these people, and that's why I was saying, like, just help yourself, like take more action, more confidence, and control the situation. So it looks like you do that. I don't really see nothing bad here. I see that you're the person that controls your own destiny and your own situation. So by loving your job, also, like, these people are going to continue, the people around you, maybe a male and a female, and they're young. I see the young people here, and this makes more sense as I read you and read this situation here. And the thing is, it my advice to you is to deal with it less, and deal with it according to how you feel is right. I mean, I know you seem like a wonderful person, and I know that you probably want to help these people. But at the end of the day, if you're frustrated, then maybe it's time that you, like, grab their mouths, not literally, but like, imagine yourself, like, saying, okay, shut your mouth. I don't want to hear it. We're here to work. And, I'm like, kind of just leave me alone. Even if you have to say that literally. But that's the thing. When you're experienced, older, and you deal with, younger people, they look to the older generation to help them. So there's nothing wrong with you helping them, but try not to get, frustrated with them. And I think it's going to continue for the next 30 days. And it looks like you're going to have control over the situation, but just be prepared from a woman and a man that's around you that will, distract you. And these people might be coming to you also to say, I don't want to work with her. What can you do for me? Like, especially if you're like, the manager or something like that, where they come to complain to you or gossip to you about something. Oh, right. Okay. But I do everything in the store. Lots of responsibility. They rely on me for everything, but I question if I should stay or go. Love helping in all aspects, but feel used. Yeah. And that's the thing, being in that situation, I understand you 100%. I'm like kind of sort of in the same situation, but just different. Um, my advice to you is, if you love your job, never leave. And you shouldn't have to leave, because when you go somewhere else, you're going to encounter the same bullshit, and you have to start new bullshit, a new way of listening to people problems, because that's the way you are. You're a person, you'll hear people, you'll understand people, you try to help people, and then you take responsibility on. You want to be the best version of you. You want to be the best at your job. You want to love everything. But it doesn't matter where you go, because you might not love the job that you go to, and then the people there might be even worse. So if you love your job like you say you do, which I know you do, you love your coworkers, but when you get frustrated, it's because you're taking on too much. So my advice is to talk less to these people in the next 30 days and see how that affects everything. And even if you have to tell them, look, you got to talk to me outside of work if you want to take on that. And if you don't, just say, hey, look, I really, I don't want you to feel like I'm fucked up or something, or I'm a bitch, but, I really don't want to hear it. I have my own problems to deal with. And I bet you these people probably don't even ask you how your day is going or how your life is, because you probably come across as someone who's strong that doesn't even probably have any serious personal issues to discuss with anybody, because you're too busy dealing with theirs. And if that's not the case, then take my advice and just limit the amount that you do for other people, and just make this year and the next 30 days more about Cindy. Yeah. Yeah. You know what, Cindy? If you do your job to the best of your ability, which I feel you do, and you do, you know what? I feel the same way as you. I've been put on more responsibilities this past year. I've got more responsibility and less credibility, less but the more we do, the less we get sometimes, and the less we do, the more we get. It seems like that's the world we live in. But you know what? The more you do, it's the less you have on your conscience, because you can't do less, because that's not you. You love the responsibility. You love your job. And people that love you will respect you. The people who don't give a shit, who cares what they think? And I'm sure you heard me talk about this earlier. How, we just have to keep focusing on ourselves. Yeah, it is funny how it works, but that's a part of our lives. Cindy, you and I are in the same boat. I know exactly how you feel. But my advice to you, sweetheart, is this: keep being Cindy. Keep being the person who does everything in the store. Lots of responsibility. They rely on me for everything, but I question I should stay or go. You stay, because that's who you are. There's no reason to run away or stay or go to another place. Hey, that's what I want to hear. You just gave me goosebumps. See, this is going to be my year. That's what I want to hear. You've got the right mindset. Looks like you don't even need advice, but you probably just needed me to tell you. That's all. It is your year. You know why, Cindy? Because you just said it. And if you keep saying that, and my advice to you is to believe that every day, that it is your year, you're going to get everything you need and want. And also, Cindy, you got to say to yourself, I have a great job. I love my coworkers. Yes, I go through some bullshit, but it could be worse. I could be dying of cancer. I could be in the hospital with one leg. I could have nowhere to go. I can be homeless. I can have no job. You see? So we have to, like, it's not a pity party. It's reality. It's reality. It's a way to know where you are. Exactly. I do too, sweetheart. Greg used to upstairs. My home situation is not good anymore. My sister's having another episode. I don't know if I should be worried or let things be. Well, I'm telling Cindy here, we have to let things be. And sometimes we just have to take a stance and say, what is best for me. I know the situation is not good at home, but you got to make the situation best for you. And don't feel bad for the situation that you take on for yourself, because you got to do what's best for you, Virgo. You got to do what's best for you. Exactly. I'm also going through bullshit right now. I live in this apartment. This is my sister and my brother-in-law's house. They're getting a divorce. I would have never thought in a million years that my sister was going to get a divorce from this guy. They have two beautiful boys, 15 and 13, and I'm caught in the middle. But I'm proud of my sister because she's about to get rid of the toxic person in her life. She's making her life better by getting rid of her toxic husband, her deadbeat father to her kids, a man who disrespects her for years. She's finally stood up for herself. I've stayed out of her life, but recently I been helping her and been putting her in a position to, she can always count on me. I'm here for the kids. I'm here for her. I don't give a fuck about him. He could rot in hell, all I care. And that's the thing. This year is a year where people are going to realize that you need to take care of yourself. And these past 3 years of COVID, where everybody has been locked up and been with the same people for 3 years, or have evolved or realized that, I need to change my life and had time to actually think and stop. This is the way the world is now. That's why this all happened. It's a wake-up call from God saying, now you see what life is? You need to think about yourself. And that's what I've been doing for the past 5 years. I changed my entire life to make it better for me, not for everybody else, for me. For me. In the past 5 years, I've changed my life. And that's why I can stand in front of here and help you change yours, or share the same feelings, stories, and understand that we all have problems. Even if it's not ours, it's family, friends, work, business. But we have to tell ourselves this: God's challenging us for the next chapter in our lives, which is 2023. You're here typing to me, you're here listening to me, you're here talking to me. That's a blessing, because we're not in a hospital. We're not dying of some disease. We're not in a country where we don't have food and water and fucked up people around us, right? So we are blessed right now because we're here talking to each other on the internet. We have power. We have a place to live. We have a phone. We have a job. We have more than a lot of people. So we have to be thankful for those things that we do have. Even though we get frustrated with the little bullshit things in our life, we have to understand that we do have a great life, even though sometimes it doesn't go the way we want it. But we just have to roll with it and just make the best of the situation at the time. It's not always going to be good, and it's not always going to be bad. Thanks, Cindy. I appreciate that. And so are you. You're a great person. And we all need to give each other strength, share our stories, vent, talk about it. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't judge anybody in here about what they're going through and what they're saying and what they do. But we all have to understand that we have a good life. We just have to make it better. Nobody in here has a bad life, because you're not in a hospital. You're not dying. You're not on IV. You're not taking you're not dying from anything. At least not that I know of. And if you are, pray. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It does. And I've always preached this from the day I started this channel, that together we're better. But unfortunately, together with toxicity is not better. And that's what I have ciphered out of my life is the toxic people. So when I have great people around me, I become greater. Spirit makes me better, shows me and tells me things that I need to distribute to everyone in here. I'm just a channel you need to turn on, and then we all can listen to the same beat. Yeah, together we are better, but unfortunately, I've been in a lot of bad situations on YouTube and on Instagram and during my psychic journey. I've had a lot of beef with people, a lot of bad things happen, a lot of people, attacking me, and because they know that, I'm here to preach positivity and do the right thing. And, when you have a gift, people want to take it away. People want to make you feel like you don't have it, or people want to make you feel like you're not that special. And that's what manipulating your mind to believe is. And I've manipulated my mind to say, I'm not listening to the outside world. I'm going to take care of the people who I need to take care of, who loves me, will stay with me, and who isn't here doesn't matter. And new people come in here every day. My old friends come back, and people that come in here help me as well. Exactly. Misery loves company is what I say. I have a lot of haters. We all do. And if we're not doing anything right, then we won't have haters. But that's okay. People can say whatever they want about me. It doesn't faze me anymore. I don't get sensitive. I don't get mad. I just say what I have to say, let it all out, and then go about my business. I have a right to express myself or defend myself or say what I have to say, and everybody does. But we should never let it consume our thoughts in our life. That's what we have to learn. Don't let it consume you. The more you let it consume you, the worse it's going to be for you, because then you let worry overcome your life. Yeah, I've actually been very active lately, and I'm glad I am because it's making me feel better. Going through with my sister, seeing my sister go through divorce and the kids it's breaking my heart, but I have to be strong for them. And we're doing good. At first it was hard, but now we're getting better because every day that goes by, the divorce is going to be settled. He's going to be out of here, and we're going to live happily ever after. And sometimes a divorce is the best thing for people because they get rid of the person that they thought that loved them and cared about them. People change. People change and people don't change. And he never changed. He just got worse and worse. My sister's a loving, kind, caring person, not because she's my sister, because that's true. And unfortunately, a lot of people, and my brother got a divorce 5 years ago because he married a hoe and tried to make her a housewife, and it didn't work. So 17 years later, he had two beautiful boys as well. Since they got rid of her 5 years ago, she cheated on him, and the kids evolved. It's amazing how life is when you get rid of a toxic person. And divorce can be redemption for people. Losing something can make you gain so much because everybody makes mistakes. We're human beings. I've seen both my brother and my sister go through divorces. My other sister's, happily married. She's got 2 boys too. I'm single, never been married, no kids, but I'm happy as fuck. And they all look at me and say, "Mark, you're doing the right thing. Don't get married, don't have kids unless you really want to. And if you do, this is what you got to go through. You're watching us live and direct." But that doesn't discourage me. I still have faith that will happen one day for me. And if it doesn't, I'll continue to love myself, love my nephews, love my mom and dad that are still alive and they're in their 70s. I help them. I help everybody around me. I've changed my life for the better. And that's all that matters. We all have a story to tell. And I've told my story on here many a times to let people understand that you're not alone. We all got problems. Everybody's got to go through shit. Yeah. Yeah, I've been very active on here lately, and I'm very happy that to be here and help everybody and see all my old friends. It's a blessing. You know, the other day I had tears rolling down my face because I couldn't believe how much love and respect I get from everybody, and how much I'm appreciated, and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right, and it's great to have good friends and good family on here. I consider people, my rock, and keep me going and keep me sane and keep me happy. And I have a lot of fun on here. I'm not gonna lie. I love coming on here. I miss coming on here, but the past year I've been very busy. Business has been crazy for me. I did a huge renovation, probably one of the biggest jobs I've done in my life. You know, I've had a maintenance electrical construction business for 15 years. And this last year was probably the last 12 months have been absolutely insane. I've been very busy, did a huge project, and now I can finally relax, get my body back in action. And now I'm dealing with my sister and her divorce and taking care of her and the kids and making sure everybody's okay, keep everybody upbeat and happy. And I also feel like God's going to reward me with a lot this year because only He knows what I've been through. And I'm looking forward to getting the blessings that He's going to give me. I'm very confident of that. And that's all that matters. And everybody should feel the same way. Yeah, Virgo. I don't. It's the way life is. Sometimes love will hurt us, kill us, or make us stronger, and that's the life we all live. Yeah, it is awesome. Oh yeah, Cindy. I always believe the right person's out there, and I'll never give up. I'll never give up on love or having my life the way I want it to be. But right now, I thank God every day for my parents being alive at the age they are. I'm watching them deteriorate and get older, and it's not fun. It's not nice to see them like that. But it's life. I'm also getting older. I'm not a spring chicken either, and I'm my body's like falling apart because I'm getting older and thinking that I'm 20, but I'm not. So like I'm taking it easy and I'm living day by day. And that's why I'm on here more because I don't want to work seriously hard anymore because the last 12 months I bust my ass. And now I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to take care of myself this year. I'm going to be on here a lot more. And this is what I love to do. I love to be on here. It's a part of my life. And I'm going to make it like more of my life every day. Yeah. See, my parents have been married for the same amount, 55 years. My dad goes 80 this year, and my mom's 77 tomorrow. My mom's birthday is tomorrow. She goes 77. And a month from now, I will be 46. So I didn't think I was going to reach this age, but I'm here. And I hope God blesses me for another 40 years, and I'll be happy. I have 6 nephews that I love and care about. I see them all the time, talk to them all the time. And, I'm going to celebrate my mom's birthday tomorrow, make her dinner. And I have my parents over here, have a little family gathering. So it's going to be nice. I'm going to be happy. I love my parents, and I want them to see me possibly get married and have a child one day. That'll be a blessing. That'll be something that I've asked God at least to spare them to see that day. So hopefully it happens because they've had a lot of bad things lately. They watched their son get divorced. Now they're gonna watch their daughter get divorced. Their oldest getting divorced, and now their youngest is getting divorced. So they've been through a very tough time, and there's nothing wrong with 57 is young. We're all young. Even 80 is young. 100 is old. That's what I say. You're only old. You're only as old as you feel. Um, so it's a part of life. It's just the way life is. But I'm very blessed to have my parents still alive, my sisters and brothers. My two sisters and my brother and myself. We've been through a lot, and this year is another year to make things better. Yeah, exactly. That generation, I feel, anybody who got married 50 something years ago, like our parents, they're all together. But this generation, a lot of people are, I would say the last 30 years of people last 20 to 30 years, people that have gotten married have gotten divorced. A lot of them. A lot of my friends are divorced. A lot of my family members are divorced. And I think it's a pressure that's put on us. It's a label. If you're not married, there's something wrong with you. If you don't have kids, there's something wrong with you. If you don't have a high, paying job, you're worthless. If you didn't go to college, you're dumb. If you didn't finish school, you're a sellout. If you don't have a degree, then you're not going to get a good job. It's just labels that people put on us. And I made those labels and crunched them up and put them all in the trash because I'm none of the above, but I'm successful, more successful than some people that have all those things. Exactly. So I proved a lot of people wrong and proved myself right. And that's all that matters to me. I live for it. Like my sister says, you live for this shit, don't you? You love to prove people wrong. I said, yep, because people perceive us to do something that we shouldn't be doing. If you want to live your life the way you do, you should live your life the way you do. Don't listen to people. Don't do what they tell you to do. You don't have to do anything. Anything you have to do is get up and live your life. That's it. Do what you want. And I'm an example of that, of someone who dropped out of school, never went to college, never got married, don't have kids, and my life is perfectly fine. I'm happy, and I'm helping as many people as I can, and God's rewarding me every day with a clean bill of health. He provides for me. He makes sure I make enough money to be happy. I've got more now than I've ever had in my whole life. Why? Because I changed my life in the last 5 years. I stopped doing a lot of things and changed my life. So as I changed, I got rewarded. And it's the best reward is change. Yeah. But it's true. What I'm saying is true. And what we all have a story, I always say. And it's refreshing to talk to everybody like this because I know how life is. I'm old enough to know what life is about. And I'm not going to sit here and bullshit people and act like everybody else. Because the people who listen to me and talk to me, they know that what I'm saying is true. And they sometimes need to hear it because I didn't have nobody telling me that. Nobody ever said the things that I'm telling you. Nobody gave me confidence. Nobody told me I can do it. Everybody told me, no, man, you're doing the wrong thing. There's something wrong with you. You're not married. Yeah, but I always see you with the girl. Why you don't get married to her? Because I don't want to. Because she's not the right one. Oh, why you do that job? Oh, you're going on your own? Oh, you should never go on your own. You should be working for somebody. Oh, you don't have a college degree, so you're never gonna get a good job. Oh, you do that? Oh, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do this. It's always negativity after negativity after negativity. There's no like encouragement from anybody. There's no encouragement. I didn't have no encouragement from my parents, my siblings, just my younger sister and I are best friends, the one I live next to here. And she was the only one who believed in me. So now she needs me to believe in her. See, the tables have turned. She's saying, is this divorce right for me? What do you think, Mark? Am I doing the right thing? And I'm like, of course you are. I've watched you live this miserable bullshit life. Now it's time for you to get the fuck out. Your kids are old enough now. You don't have to wipe their asses anymore. And what the fuck does he do? Nothing. You have me. You have the kids. You have yourself. You don't need this guy. We've been doing this shit without him all this time. So he's just a fucking waste of space. Get rid of him. And she finally did it. And she is overwhelmed and can't believe the amount of support she has. And I looked up to the heavens and I said, God, thank you so much for allowing my sister to wake the fuck up. Yep, I'm so proud of my sister. I don't really show affection to her and hug her all the time or nothing like that. But I gave her 2 huge hugs and I told her, I'm fucking proud of you. You finally did it. You finally stood up for yourself. He's only a man, but he's a boy, really. You got to stand up to him. You got to tell him to fuck himself, go to hell. You don't want him. You don't need him. And she is a different person. I've never seen her smile, laugh. She's glowing. She feels free. She feels absolutely free. She even feels like a different person when I'm around her. I don't feel no toxicity. I don't feel her energy. All I see is the woman who I've known and the sister that I've known before that guy. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Virgo. And I've been saying this for a very long time. A lot of people. I woke up 5 years ago. See, God put me in the cycle way before everyone else. He said, we're going to use, Mark, you're going to be the example for your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, your other sister, and everybody else who listens to the words that come out of your mouth. He took control of me. I allowed him to take control of my life. I said, it's in your hands now. And that's it. All I needed was somebody to believe in me. And the only person that did was God. And that's why I'm in the place I am today. Because I had somebody had to believe in me. Somebody had to tell me, look, you can change. I'll give you the chance. I'll put you in the right places. But if you fuck up, you're going right back to where you were. So if you keep going, and I've been there. I've been through some bullshit a lot. But now, in the last 5 years, my whole life has changed. I've never given up. Like I said, in September of last year, made 15 years that I have been on my own, have my own business. And this September coming will be 16 years. And I've changed my life. I used to be a DJ. I used to be in the clubs all the time around gangsters, hoes, alcohol. I used to smoke cigarettes, smoke weed, drink, hang around gangsters and people that were no good for me. I used to hang around people who didn't give a shit about me. I changed my whole life. When I turned 40, I changed my whole life. I woke up one day in my bed. I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, today is the day we're going to stop doing all these things. And we're going to say, fuck everybody. It's time to take care of Mark now. Look at you. You're a joke. You're 40 years old. You're not going to do this no more. This is going to change. You're going to go into a spiritual transformation. You need to start doing readings. You need to use your mediumship skills. You need to use your psychic abilities. You need to help people. You need to help your fucking self. I pretty much had a conversation with the real Mark. And then I said, God, I need your help. You're the only person that's going to help me because nobody gives a fuck about me. Bang. That's it. And when I changed, my business got better, my life got better, and I finally got to be who I wanted to be. This person you see in front of you today. And if I can do it, everybody can do it. But we need to hear it sometimes from people in order to, like, understand that we're making the right decision and we're not the only ones in the same predicaments. Exactly. Made the decision, and God was right there, and He was right beside me, and He still is. He makes me believe more and more every day. And yeah, my decision is made. I realized that I should be on here more often. Everybody's been begging me to come on here a lot more. When I'm on here, I feel so happy, Virgo. You have no idea. I'm so happy to be on here every night. I'm so happy to be in front of everyone who loves me and cares about me, who wants to listen, who wants to vent, who wants to talk, who wants to laugh. I can be serious. I can be funny. I can listen. I can hear. I can talk. As long as I can do that and be happy, that's all that matters to me. I don't do this to be famous or to make money or, to feel like, I'm wanted or something like that. I do it because I love it. I do it because everybody wants me to. And if I help you, you can help me. It's the same way. We're all helping each other. And that's the best part of it all to me. That's the best part of it all, is I'm happy doing it. And I think that this year I'm gonna finally do what I've always wanted to do, and then come on here almost every day or as much as I can. And lately I've been on here almost every day. For the past maybe 3 months, I've been very active on here, like I used to be. But that's what I'm going to continue to do this year. I'm going to continue my spiritual journey. I'm going to come on here as much as I can, help as many people as I can, and I'm going to work together with a lot of people that I have in mind. I've made a lot of good friends. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't need to talk to 20, 30 people. 2, 3 people is all I need to talk to. That's all I need to talk to. It's fine with me. Yeah, exactly. This is the year that everyone should make the change to better themselves. We've all been through enough. Now it's time to take care of us. And if you do that, you'll feel 100% better. And the more we take care of ourselves, the more we could take care of others. So I'm in a place right now where I'm on a spiritual high, and I'm on a super belief in myself that I can help my sister get through her divorce. I can help my nephews get through the divorce. I can help myself deal with it as well. I'm pretty much, everybody's go-to person in my family right now, because I'm the one who's tough enough or brave enough or I'm the person that's going to help. I go out of my way to help my family now, even though they didn't believe in me. So I don't hold that against them. It's just that, you have to make people a believer. It's like God. A lot of people don't believe in God or believe in spirit or believe in the devil or believe in whatever. Some people don't believe in themselves, but eventually you'll get there. You just have to make it happen. You have to put in the effort. And once you see the effort actually come to fruition, your hopes and desires get more frequent, and it becomes, okay, this is working. It's getting better. So how am I going to maintain it? Okay, well, I need to do this, 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 and this. And if you do it and you stay, believing, you'll receive. The more you believe, the more you receive. But you have to believe it. You can't just be a temporary believer or a convenience. Can't have God your convenience. You know? Yes, it's actually 1:05 in the morning here in Bermuda. I'm in Bermuda, and it's 1:05. I need to get my ass to sleep because I got to get up tomorrow. And I'm not working tomorrow. I'm actually been off all week because it's my Christmas, New Year vacation still. I go back to work officially on Monday. I did work this week here and there because I had to, but I'm trying to be on here a lot more. You can join me anytime. I love you guys. Stay safe. I'm going to go to bed myself, Cindy. But keep believing and you'll keep receiving, and believe in yourselves, and you can come here anytime and say whatever and do whatever, you know. You're always welcome here. Yes, I will. Yeah, everybody needs to go to sleep. So before you go to sleep, pray and pray for a good day and a good life, and you'll get it. All right, Virgo, Cindy, love you guys. Be safe. Good seeing you, Virgo, again. And just be safe. All right. Same to you guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. All right. Take care. You're welcome, and thank you too.